doing a video to show you my pond. The back side of it's pretty clean, but the front side I have a lot of algae. Normally I would treat this with copper sulfate to clean it up, but I have 2 pounds of tilapia I'm going to put in there, and it's June 1st, and we will see every so often how well 2 pounds of tilapia will clean up a half-acre pond. I have the 2 pounds of tilapia in the 5-gallon bucket getting acclimated to the water temperature. Normally I'd remove the bag and put it in, but it doesn't want to come out of the container, out of the bucket. So I put the whole thing in to let them acclimate to the temperature, and they're going to have plenty to eat. Normally I have an aerator going, but unfortunately it broke down, so I'll show how to rebuild my aerator in another video. And so this one is just basically about the tilapia. You can't see them down in there, so I'll have to show you when I dump them out. Releasing my tilapia I got from Rimlinger Fish Farm. There they go. The last little guy. That's it. And they're all free. So, bon appetit, little guys. Enjoy plenty to eat. You can see one of the tilapia in amongst the moss. It's already eating some. It's only been a few minutes. That's great. They have a nice color too. It's not easy to see in the water right there, but and he's got plenty to eat. I don't know if they're like the white amures where they're all male. It just gives you an idea how much algae is on the side of the bank. And I'll zoom back in on it one more at a time. So you can see it little, it's about 4 inches long. I added 2 pounds of tilapia to the pond. And now I'm going to be adding 2 packs of the concentrated pond dye blue. These are good for a 1/3 acre. Being I have each one of these little packets, I have 2 of them here because I have a half acre and it hasn't been treated yet this year. It definitely needs it. So I'm also going to add 2 of these packets to, normally I treat this pond probably 3-4 times already by this time of the year. But this is just to try something without using chemicals. Well, the pond dye is a chemical, it's just food coloring. And try and be more natural using fish to clean up the moss instead of copper sulfate. We'll see how that works. Maybe next year I'm going to have to go to a combination of copper sulfate and then to keep it from getting this bad, and then add tilapia to offset the copper sulfate use. So they just come in these little plastic things, and it just says to the directions just say to remove them from the plastic, and then throw it in. Make sure you use gloves. So throw it in shallow, and get the other one out. And I'll take the other packet and I'm going to throw it in the deep end of the pond. And hopefully by morning it'll be nice and blue.